today for your online English lesson. We're going to do some character description, so let's get started. Can you please write the title in your book? Just pause now and then play once you are ready. Okay, so I know we've done lots of work on word classes, so we're just going to look at these three. We've got determiners, nouns and verbs. We know that with determiners, they determine the noun. So is it their hero, my hero, etc. Okay, so we can have their, his, her, that, five. It could be a number like 5 heroes, 5 ducks, my duck, or the duck. Okay, oops. Nouns, they are places, people, or things. So we've got hero, we could have child, we could have teacher, mountain, dog, cat. I'm going to go with teacher. Okay, so we've got the, teacher, and we've got verbs, action words. So danced, sang, skipped, ran. Any more? Barked. The teacher barked. The teacher jumped, etc. So I'm going to go with sang. Now we've got those the basis of a sentence here, but it's not very imaginative, is it? So we need to kind of add some adjectives. Now, as you think to yourself, what is an adjective? Does it link to the noun or the verb? It goes with the noun. Now, I kind of imagine being called add nouns because the other one that adds description to the verb is an adverb. So really, I don't know why. I think it should be called add nouns though, just because it kind of matches. We're adding information to the noun, and then adverbs add information to the verb. So we could have the something teacher sang how. We want to know an adverb for it as well. So let's go for the. Oh, give it a capital letter to start the sentence. The enthusiastic, let's go for enthusiastic teacher sang, and then we want to know how they're singing. Now, an enthusiastic teacher, enthusiastic kind of, they want to put a heart and soul into it, but I'm going to go for, not sang dreadfully. Dreadfully. Now we know with adverbs they usually end with an ly, okay? And then we've got the basis of our description, which is what today's all going to be about. We're going to be using adjectives to kind of add a bit of description. Have a go at making your own simple sentence with a determiner, a noun, a verb, and then add in an adjective and an adverb. Pause now to have a go at that. Rightio, let's get going. Another bit of recap that we all need to know today is expanded noun phrases. Now I know we've done lots of that this year in year 5, but we know with expanded noun phrases we are expanding the noun. So in this sentence our noun is ice cream, that's our thing, and you've used adjectives to describe it, and we've got the determiner. Remember, it's the kind of my ice cream, your ice cream, his ice cream, 100 ice creams. This time it's lots of ice cream, so it specifies how much of ice cream we've got in this instance. So we've got lots of yummy, cold ice cream. Brilliant. And we also need to remember that comma in between our list of adjectives. Okay. Today we need to use some imitation skills. I'm going to do a bit of a model right, and I'd like you to kind of improve what I do, or kind of use mine for a bit of inspiration. We obviously need to be absorbed when we're writing, and I want to see your imagination kind of run a bit more with this task, because we need to kind of use our imaginations to think of how we can describe stuff. Okay, going to show you this quick video. It's an amazing animation, and I'll let it speak for itself. But it's a take on rock paper scissors. I won't talk anymore. I'll just show you what it is. Okay, so that's Broken, the animation. Really, really good. I really like it, even though it's kind of got a bit of a sad ending. But we're going to base our writing on that today. So, I'm going to just read through this kind of example. We're going to work out whether it's a wabble or a waggle. You might need to explain to your parents if they're watching with you what a wabble and what a waggle is, because it sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? So, we've got Rock. Rock is a big thing. He has long arms and legs. Rock has 2 eyes on his face. He is kind and strong. Rock moves like a needle threading its way through the forest. He has stone joints. Now, just have a think to yourself. Is it a wabble or a waggle? What do you think? Right, well, I would suggest that it's a bit of a wabble. Some of the kind of the vocabulary in it's not brilliant, and it doesn't really explain things all that well. So we've got rock is a big thing. Well, big is a bit of a rubbishy word, really, to describe it. And a big thing, well, what's a thing? It could be lots of different things. He has long arms, okay, and legs. It's just telling us he's got legs. Rock has 2 eyes on his face. Again, not really worthwhile description there, is it? He is kind and strong. That's okay. He's kind and strong. Yeah, that kind of fits. Rock moves like a needle threading its way through the forest. Now that's a lovely simile. Rock moves like a needle threading its way through the forest. But does it really describe how rock moves? I would probably say no, because rock doesn't move like a needle. He's kind of a bit more blunt. He's a bit more kind of clumsy and kind of lumbering in the way he moves. That might be a better way of describing paper or scissors, really. A needle threading its way, very accurate, very precise. I don't think rock is very precise. So, what we're going to do for our task, what you're going to do for your task, is to pick one of these characters and to write a short description of their appearance and their actions, kind of how they move and kind of what they do and what they look like in the top paragraph. So I'm going to do a bit of an example on that, and then you're going to get going and writing your own one. So, starting off with rock. Okay, so rock is and it said a big thing, didn't it? So I'm going to say kind of a better word for big is colossal. So he is a colossal. A colossal. I need my comma there. I'm going to do a list. I want an expanded noun phrase here. A colossal, enchanted. Enchanted is another word for magical. A colossal, enchanted stone creature. Better than saying thing, isn't it? Enchanted stone creature. I need another comma there. Rock is a colossal enchanted stone creature. Already better, isn't it? He has, it said about arms. He has, now let's think about what kind of arms he has. He has muscular arms, strong arms. Muscular, solid arms. And it just said and legs. So let's think of how we can describe the legs. And powerful, comma. Oh, misspelled that. I'm going to go for powerful, sturdy. Forgot the R. Now remember, if you do make a mistake, just put a line through. Sturdy, powerful, sturdy. What was it? Legs, yeah, legs. Okay. It said about his eyes. He has 2 eyes on his face. So let's go for rock has. Now, how can I describe his eyes? Don't really know what colour they are, so I'm going to go for kind of a different description. Let's go for rock has deep, kind eyes. It's a kind creature, isn't he? He's not an evil one. Kind eyes. And let's talk about his face. And his face is rough, isn't it? It's a rough face. O-U-G-H. His face is rough, but still friendly, isn't it? Could say warm. It's still warm, still friendly. This amazing hero tells us a bit about his personality, doesn't it? This amazing hero is brave and mighty. I know the word for strong, because I don't want to keep saying strong and powerful. I'm going to kind of say something a bit different. And mighty. I'm going to go for an exclamation mark on the end. And mighty. So that's my description of his appearance. Next, I want to change my paragraph because I'm changing my idea, and I'm going to talk about his actions, his movements. So, rock moves. You might say a better word than moves. You might say rock lumbers, maybe. But rock moves like, and I want to use a simile here. I know it's not on my wolf, but I want to use a simile because I think it's a good way to describe him. Moves like how does he move? Like he kind of, I don't know, rumbles along like a silverback gorilla, doesn't he? So silverback gorilla. Nice. And it's not threading its way, it's kind of like thundering its way through the forest, through the land, through the landscape, through the paper forest. He has stone joints. And I want a relative clause here that, so that is our relative pronoun, that crunch when he I want to say climbs around on the mountain, but I don't want to say climbs. I'm going to go for clambers. It's a nice way of describing how he moves. Clambers around on the mountain, or the cliff face, or on the rocky terrain. Okay, there we go. Now, in the top paragraph, you might want to do this. You don't have to. But in the top part, remember, it's our description of what they look like. I'm just going to highlight some of my adjectives that I've used. So, rock is a colossal, enchanted stone creature. He has muscular, solid arms and powerful. My highlights running out. Stubby legs. Rock has deep, kind eyes, and his face is rough but still friendly. This amazing hero is brave and mighty. Loads of adjectives in there to kind of add some detail. Now, in this second part, we want the verbs, how it moves. So, rock moves, that's a verb, but maybe not the best one. You could maybe improve that. Like a silverback gorilla. Thundering, that's a great way of describing how something moves. Thundering its way through the forest. It's actually a metaphor, isn't it? Thundering its way through the forest. He has, that's a verb, stone joints that crunch when he clambers, that's it, around on the mountain. Okay, so there is our quick example. Okay, back to our screen here. So, when you write yours, think of some. I'm going to give you some banned vocabulary. I don't want to hear about big, small, good, bad, nice, walk. Interesting vocabulary, please, when you come to write this. For bronze, pause now to kind of have a go at kind of using my waggle and inputting your own vocabulary to improve it. Okay, so that's for bronze. For silver and gold, I'd like you to choose your character. So you could choose rock, paper, or scissors. Scissors might be an interesting one because he's kind of a bit more evil, isn't he? Paper's very elegant, very kind of floaty, a kind of different way of moving, so that'd be interesting. Or you might want to go for a rock, and you want to make yours better than mine, which I reckon you could do. And for challenge, include some relative clauses in your work, and if you can remember kind of what they are, have a go at inputting those into your paragraphs. Here are some adjectives that you could use, so pause on the adjectives if you want to use that as a bank, and here are some verbs if you want to use those. Pause now if you want to have a look at those. Okay, have a go at your task, and that's it for me. When you have a go at your writing, please make sure that you take a picture, send it in to us on Teams, and we'd love to have a read of them and see how you get on with it. Yeah, enjoy it. And most importantly, have fun writing it, guys. Okay, I shall see you hopefully very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Good